And now let's look at the highlights before we start the news.
The first 100 days of Baba's government, mtaona tofauti kubwa zaidi. Ndio sababu nasema hii ni mapinduzi. Tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba Wakenya wote wanapata haki yao.
It is a covenant. Raila Odinga promises a new dawn if elected president. The contest is not over yet. UDA to repeat nominations in parts of Nairobi and Embu. And a dire situation. Over 250,000 people in Marsabit are starving. I wish you all happy Passover. And please stay safe, drive safely, don't drink more than you can contain. Well, we start with our first political story tonight. Azimio la Umoja presidential aspirant Raila Odinga is promising economic transformation should he ascend to power in the August general elections. Speaking in Kiminini, Trans Nzoia County, Raila said Kenya will go through a new phase in his 100 days in office if he clinches power.
Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance presidential flag bearer Raila Odinga took his campaigns to Kiminini, Trans Nzoia County, Saturday, promising a new Kenya in his 100 days of office if given a chance.
The first 100 days of Baba's government, mtaona tofauti kubwa zaidi. Ndio sababu nasema hii ni mapinduzi. Tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba Wakenya wote wanapata haki yao.
The ODM leader pledging a shift in public affairs of this nation. Raila said his determination will be to fight corruption and end land injustices in the country to drive the development of this nation ahead.
Tutahakikisha kwamba wale ambao walitolewa kwa mashamba yao wamepata makao yao sawa sawa. Sawa. Pili, tumeambiwa vile mambo ya hati ya kumiliki ardhi, title deeds, iko na shida mpaka wa leo. Naibu sana, miaka 58 tangu tupate uhuru mpaka sasa, bado Wakenya wako na shida ya title deeds. Hiyo ni shida, mambo ambayo tutakamilisha ndani ya miezi 6 tukishika tamu ya utawala.
Contrary to his critics who have argued that his 6,000 shillings monthly social welfare scheme was unrealistic, the Azimio la Umoja leader maintained he had a plan to actualize his agenda for Kenyans.
Wale wanasema ati baba anadanganya watu, ati hakuna pesa. Mwambie hao ya kwamba Raila Amolo Odinga amekuwa waziri mkuu ya Jamhuri ya Kenya kwa miaka 5. Najua pale pesa iko. Hiyo pale pesa iko. Pale hao jamaa wanapenya naye kila mara kwa mara na kuiba pesa zenyu, sio? Mtaziba hizo mianya zote, takuwa na pesa ya kutosha ya kumudu hii mpango.
Leaders accompanying him, hailing him as a true Democrat with unmatched credentials to move this nation forward.
Safari iliyoanza na Masinde Muliro na Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, hiyo safari haijakamilika. Safari ya Omalo kijana iliyokwama haijakamilika. Leo nawauliza, mko tayari tukamilishe hiyo safari?
Mtu peke yake ambaye anaweza kubadilisha maisha ya Wakenya ni Raila Amolo. Tuliamua sisi wote na nyinyi tukifika tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 ni Raila Amolo Odinga.
Granton Samboja, Naomi Shaban and Joyce Lay have been given direct nomination by the Jubilee Party to contest in Taita Taveta County. Samboja, who is currently serving as governor on a Wiper ticket, will be seeking to retain his seat, but under the Jubilee banner. The party's Secretary General, Jeremiah Kioni, lauded the boardroom arrangements, saying it will enhance cohesion in parties.
Speaking at Jubilee's headquarters in Nairobi when he handed the nomination certificate to Granton Samboja, Joyce Ley and Naomi Shaban as the Jubilee Party nominees for Governor, Women Representative and Taveta constituency respectively, Kioni noted that consensus during party primaries was the only route to ensuring the rightful leaders are elected in office.
It is good for the country, for the peace of this country, the stability of the country, and it helps us become more united.
Kioni encouraging other parties to follow suit, but warned that only party loyalties and those leaders with integrity should be considered.
We are also looking at the loyalty of the party. Hauwezi mangamanga kila pahali alafu unakuja kusema utatuwakilisha. We have the issues of Chapter 6. These are individuals who have passed through the requirements of Chapter 6 of the Constitution.
Meanwhile, Kisumu gubernatorial aspirant Ken Obura and leaders allied to his camp have vowed to push through to the ballot, even with claims that the incumbent governor, Anyang' Nyong'o, had been issued a ticket by the ODM party.
They are peddling a lot of rumors out there that there's consensus between Ken Obura and Anyang' Nyong'o. The only consensus between Ken Obura and Anyang' Nyong'o is that Anyang' Nyong'o to agree to step down and support me for the position of the governor.
It is our hope and desire that our candidate Ken Obura will be the flag bearer on behalf of ODM. This hope is not founded in a void. We ground it on the basis that our candidate is the most popular candidate, having traversed the breadth and width of this county.
In Siaya County, Sakwa clan elders are calling for nullification of Bondo constituency nominations that saw the current Member of Parliament, Dr. Gideon Ochanda, emerge the winner, citing irregularities. This as gubernatorial aspirant George Mugoe Mbeya maintains that he was still campaigning despite information that ODM had issued the ticket to Siaya Senator James Orengo.
Bondo constituency parliamentary election or primaries that indeed were not fair, were not free, and must not be treated as one that was organized by a party we cherish and renown, ODM.
Based on those notifications, I'm very clear in my mind that the party is yet to issue anybody the certificate because the party has not come out clearly to the candidates and the people of Siaya on whom the certificate had been issued to. So the ODM leadership needs to come out clearly and tell the Siaya people and the country at large who will carry the ODM ticket in the August elections.
For the Legends edition, I'm Zainab Said.
Nominated Member of Parliament Cecily Mbarire will fly the UDA gubernatorial flag in Embu County in the 9th August general election. Mbarire garnered 54,833 votes against her only competitor, John Nyaga Mushiri, who got 21,963 votes. In Nakuru County, Keroche Brewery's Chief Executive Officer, Tabitha Karanja, has clinched the senatorial ticket in the UDA primaries.
The Embu UDA party primaries came to a close Friday night, with nominated Member of Parliament Cecily Mbarire clinching the gubernatorial ticket.
I also want to take this opportunity to thank the people of Embu County for having confidence in me and voting me in.
Mbarire saying the effort was worthwhile and will now focus to improve on her campaigns ahead of the August general elections.
I want to also thank my competitor who put up a good fight, and I really look forward for us to work closely together.
The celebration was similar to incumbent Embu Deputy Governor David Kariuki, who beat his closest competitor Peter Njeru Ndwiga in the senatorial ticket after garnering 27,915 against Ndwiga's 19,062 votes.
They came out in large numbers, gave us the opportunity to serve them. And as I said earlier, this is the next big thing for this great county of Embu.
Pamela Njoki-Njeri, a journalist with a local radio station, will fly the women representative UDA ticket in the county. Mbeere South hotly contested parliamentary seat, which had attracted 3 aspirants, among them incumbent MP Geoffrey Kingangi, was however disputed.
There is an alteration of numbers over there, and we want to demand a full recount for that number. Irrespective, we want the actual number.
Up to now, I don't have the certificate for the reason I don't know. However, I understand that yesterday when the result were being announced, there was a mistake.
2 of the wards and the MP position was hotly contested, and the results are very close from those 2 places. And as a result, there is a lot of complaints. The National Elections Board has said they want to handle it in the next 2 days and give directions on as to how best to resolve the problem.
In Kericho, Dr. Eric Mutai has been awarded the Kericho Gubernatorial UDA certificate after he was declared as the winner. Mutai garnered 126,038 votes, flooring former Energy CS Charles Keter, who garnered 60,342 votes.
We went through this process, and I want to thank you so much for having faith in me. I look back to the many years that I came from that tiny village called Jebaga, somewhere in the woods there.
In the women representative contest, Beatrice Kemei emerged victorious with 87,182 votes, beating the incumbent Florence Bore, who garnered 64,651 votes. And Keroche Brewery's CEO Tabitha Karanja trounced 5 other candidates in the UDA Nakuru senatorial seat, garnering 98,439 votes against her closest challenger, Daniel Gishanga, who got 12,240 votes.
I'm humbled and honored. With your support, I'm ready to face the opposition, that is the other parties, the other aspirants.
The woman representative position went to the incumbent Liza Chelule, who is seeking a second term.
I really want to thank each and every person who took time to pray for me, who took time to stand for me or to stand with me, who even took time to vote for me.
Chelule garnered 86,340 votes as Jennifer Kajuju came in second with 56,022 votes, while Flora Kiprop got 25,955 votes. Kamche Menza for the Legends edition.
United Democratic Alliance Party, UDA, will hold a repeat of its primaries in areas where the exercise was marred with chaos and irregularities. UDA Party Disciplinary Committee Chairperson Charles Njenga said the exercise will be repeated in Nairobi's Kamukunji and Starehe constituencies and in 14 wards in Embu County. This as the Disciplinary Committee postponed to Monday grilling of the Embu senatorial aspirant Norman Nyaga over election malpractices after he failed to submit a written response on time. Nyaga is among 3 aspirants who are linked to chaos that led to the burning of ballot papers in Embu town on the eve of the primaries.
Following the chaos that erupted a day before the UDA nominations in Embu County and that culminated to the burning of some polling materials, UDA Disciplinary Committee directed 3 aspirants in the region, Lona Kariuki, a nominated member of County Assembly, Manyata MP John Mushiri, and senatorial aspirant Norman Nyaga to appear before it for questioning. However, Nyaga was the only aspirant who heeded the call of the committee but could not face party disciplinary team due to technical hitches.
Mheshimiwa Norman Nyaga appeared before the committee for the hearing as scheduled. The committee was not able to proceed with the hearing because Mheshimiwa had not filed his response. So we gave him an opportunity to write down his response officially to the complaint, which he did. We are happy to report that we are now seized of that response, and we have scheduled the matter for hearing on Monday at 9 a.m.
My greatest fear is we have one person called Kivuti, who is standing for the governorship. And you may see a likelihood of the community moving towards that direction. If this party does not take measures to correct the anomaly that took place, there'll be winners and losers.
And as the disciplinary committee tried putting out one side of the fire, another section of disgruntled aspirants and supporters staged protests outside the party headquarters, demanding a redress on what they claimed as bungled primaries.
We are asking the party and we are demanding that we should be issued with my certificate because I have won.
Hatutaki kubahatisha kiti ya Kamkunji kama chama cha UDA. Robo ikiwachwa hiyo kiti haiko na UDA tena.
Kiti ya Kamokoji ni ya UDA. Peanwa.
The party disciplinary committee assuring them that party primaries will be repeated in Kamukunji and Starehe constituencies and 14 wards in Embu County. The assurance coming as a section of United Democratic Alliance party members and supporters in Mombasa threatened to ditch the party over alleged favoritism in picking candidates.
They're not going to work on this. They should be assured that they're not going to get any votes in Mombasa. We are going to stand with our people. We are going to stand with Senator Amir and ensure that we are going to get this seat in Mombasa.
Kura ni watu, na hawa watu ndo watasema wanamtaka nani. Whether kuna bwanyenye ambaye anakubali hilo ama analikataa, watu ndio kusema.
In Kirinyaga, an aspiring MCA loser at Mutiti Ward, Mwea constituency, Mary Wawira Mugo has insisted she will be in the ballot come August 9th, even if it means going independent.
Nini kinaendelea? Kwa vile huyu mwingine alikuwa anaruhusiwa, anaenda hapo anaongea na wao. Paka mkuu secretary wa chama ya UND hapa Kirinyaga walikuwa wanazungumza na sijui ni nini walikuwa wanazungumza, na mwishowe huyo secretary ndiye alikuwa anaandika hizo kura na ndiye alikuwa ana-announce, ndiye alikuwa mpaka ana-announce kwa wananchi.
In Bahati, Nakuru County, losers won the party primaries repeated after claims of irregularities.
Tujaridhika na matokeo haya hata kidogo. Watu wote, presiding officers pamoja na clerks wote waliweza kuchaguliwa na Kimani Gojiri.
In Kiambu, Vika MP Patrick Wainaina claims he has been shortchanged in the just concluded gubernatorial primaries.
Disappointed kwa sababu chama ishatumia pesa ili watu waende kwa mchujo, alafu wanaenda kuegemea ama wanaenda kuveva some candidates. Naona hakukuwa na haja.
Frederick Muki for Legends Edition.
And still on politics, Safina Party presidential hopeful Jimmy Wanjigi says the party will field candidates for all positions across the country. Meanwhile, politicians have been urged to exercise tolerance in political gatherings to avoid polarizing the country.
Speaking in a meeting in Malindi, Safina Party presidential hopeful Jimmy Wanjigi promised that Safina will field aspirants in all elective positions. Wanjigi promising that the party will not join any coalition ahead of the August 9, 2022 general election.
Tulikuwa na siku 5 tu NDC na deadline ya ORPP. Na kwa hiyo muda tulipata wa candidate 100 kadhaa nchini.
Elsewhere, Narok North Legislator Moitalelo Lekenta is now promising residents of Narok County that the standard gauge railway line between Suswa and Dukamoja and the Kekonyokie will be extended if he takes over leadership in the August 9 poll. Olekenta, who was in Narok East Sub-County, said the 34-kilometer stretch to Narok would be built to connect the town to other regions in the country.
Reli mpaka ifika Narok town iko kilomita 34 peke yake. Tungetaka hiyo 34 kilometers ifikishwe huko ndio tuweze kupata railway station Narok town, ndio tuweze kusafirisha vitu kutoka huko tupeleka wapi? Nairobi tupeleke kila mahali. Kuliko ihang hapa na haina usaidizi yote.
While in Mombasa, former National Police Service Commission Commissioner Murshid Mohammed said the resurgence of political intolerance and pockets of violence in the country, if not tamed, could further polarize the nation.
Jana watumie fahamu vizuri, wapige kura kwa watu ambao wana sera zitakazoweza kuwakomboa kwenye hali hii ambao inawafanya wao watumike vibaya. Wasikubali kabisa kutumika na hawa wanasiasa ambao wanatuletea mfumo wa mambo ni yale yale, kutumia vijana vibaya, kuleta fujo.
And finally, church leaders in the politically volatile Likoni sub-county of Mombasa County have urged aspirants to exercise restraint and embrace peaceful coexistence during the electioneering period. Led by Father Henry Ndune of Our Lady of Mercy Catholic Church in Mtongwe, the church noted violence are usually on the rise during the electioneering period.
Kwa ningependa kuanza na watu wetu na watu wote wa Kenya nzima kwamba wakati wa uchaguzi huwa unakuja na unapita. Kwa nini tuzozane kila mwaka tunapokuwa na uchaguzi? Sababu sio sisi. Sababu ni viongozi ambao tunataka kuwachagua. Watatupa sera zao, zingine nzuri, zingine za kutushawishi, lakini ningeomba tuwe na utulivu kwa sababu kila mwaka tunapopigana tunaharibu mali nyingi, tunaharibu maisha ya watu wengi, lakini mwaka huu niende tu nipige kura na niwe mtulivu pale ambapo ninaishi.
And that's it for the political wrap today. We take a break, and of course, when we come back, we tell you a little about what's going on in Marsabit.
Ili kupata Warumi 8 kama skiza tune kwenye simu yako, bonyeza *811 *815#.
Nina hakika kwamba hakuna kinachoweza kukutenga na upendo wa Mwenyezi Mungu. Si kifo, si malaika, si vitu tulivyokuwa navyo au tutakavyokuwa navyo, si mamlaka au chochote kitakachoumbwa. Warumi 8:38 hadi 39.
Kupata Warumi 8, bonyeza *811 *815#. *811 *815#.
Do you have a news story to share with KBC? Get in touch swiftly on email news@kbc.co.ke or call 0723-892-654 or 0734-780-124.
Welcome back. Over 250,000 people in Marsabit County are in dire need of relief food. Livestock, that is the lifeline of many in the area, has been wiped out by drought. The situation is said to be getting worse, with erratic weather patterns being blamed on climate change.
Over 600 kilometers from Nairobi lies this village Ileret in Marsabit County, and here it is despair and anguish that welcomes you. A drop of rainfall was last seen in the village over 3 years ago.
Tutengenezewa mashamba, iwekwe maji, tutegemee sisi wenyewe. Sasa hii chakula kutegemea ndio fulani anatuletea chakula fulani, hii sasa hakuna kitu inatusaidia. Tutengenezewa mashamba. Hapa kwetu yote samani, kwanza samani wakati sisi tulikuwa wasichana, hiyo yote ilikuwa inalimwa na chakula inatoka inamea na tulikuwa tunakula. Sasa hiyo yote hakuna, jua bile jilali imekuwa yani imebadilika, weather imebadilika.
Mimi ningeomba serikali kama wangefanya restocking ya mifugo, tungepatiwa mifugo kama restocking, wale walipoteza mifugo, maisha yetu ya uchungaji itarudi kawaida. Lakini bila hiyo hatuna hata mali ya kutoa mifugo ingine kureplace.
Locals in the area here have been reduced to depending on food rations. The animals which were a source of their pride all gone. Marsabit County tops the list with 250,000 people that are severely affected by drought.
You know, this is as a result of climate change. It's an impact of climate change. And we have had successive seasons that are failed. So we have not had rains for a long time. We have the National Drought Emergency Fund, which has been set up. And the criteria is very clear. 50% of that fund will go to resilience building. The other 50% is what is divided between response and other activities of recovery and the rest of it.
A number of well-wishers have been their only hope, and some say they have to survive with a single meal for days. As drought continues to ravage this vast county of Marsabit, residents can only hope that the government will invest more in education to eradicate poverty that has been a hindrance to development.
Wasichana wenye wamesoma at least wameenda mbele ni wachache, hata ukiwahesabu hawatafika 10. So tunaomba tukisaidiwa upande hata shule ya wasichana, tukijengewa shule ya wasichana, tukue na high school yenye wasichana wanaweza enda, ama tukue na children officer mwenye anapigania haki ya watoto, pia inaweza kuwa mzuri. Hatuna children officer, watoto wanaolewa wakiwa wadogo. Mambo ya FGM bado ijaisha, vitu mingi tuko nayo hapa.
And on this day an initiative Tuungane Pamoja was giving them hope, just a relief for the Easter celebration.
We are happy to be supporting the community that is affected at the moment by the drought situation in the country. We know more than 8 counties are severely affected. Almost 23 counties have areas that are affected.
And their hope is that the rations keep arriving.
But we want also now the local corporates to come in more and more. I know they have been there, but we want to make this a routine for us to work together. And that's why I'm here, to give them the necessary support as government, because it is our primary responsibility.
Reporting for Prime Edition from Ileret, Marsabit County, I'm Ruth Wamboi.
And now moving from that very sad situation in Marsabit, we go to Laikipia. An elderly man was shot dead in Kieni village in Laikipia County, while a National Police reservist is nursing gunshot wounds following a bandit attack. 70-year-old Wilson Rono was herding his livestock when the gun-toting bandits attacked and shot at him before making away with over 30 goats.
According to the residents, the 70-year-old man was shot dead during the attack, but his body was found hours later by neighbors who were searching for him.
Mambo ya security imekuwa duni sana. Watu wetu hapa wanaathiriwa sana na ukora wa mifugo na mauaji ambayo sio halali.
Ningeomba serikali badala ya kuwa kilio kila siku, washike hawa watu wawaondoe Laikipia Nature Conservancy, sababu ni kazi ya mwenyewe wanaiharibu na wanaharibu majirani.
In the same incident, 40-year-old Harrison Njoroge, National Police Reservist officer, is nursing a gunshot wound he sustained after a heavy confrontation with the bandits.
Huyu ambaye tumemleta Harrison Njoroge ni mmoja ambaye amepewa kazi ya kutulinda sisi kama NPR, na amejaribu kuzuia watu kuingia boma ya watu asubuhi kuiba, lakini akapigwa risasi.
Hatujui serikali imeshindwa na hawa watu kwa nini. Wamejihami na mabuduki. Sasa huyu kijana wangu ni NPR wa kujitolea, hata serikali haimpatii mshahara.
He was shot on his buttocks when he engaged in a fierce gun battle with at least 8 bandits who attacked Kieni village and made away with the livestock. He was rescued and rushed to a nearby health center for first aid and later referred to Nakuru Provincial General Hospital for specialized treatment.
The The government has disbursed 500 million shillings to facilitate the completion of Githunguri Level 5 Hospital. The hospital, which had stalled for 3 years, will be fitted with chemotherapy machines when complete to treat cancer patients in Kiambu County. Elsewhere, a section of street children is calling on the government to reintegrate them back to the society as well as reunite them with their families. More of this in our counties at a glance.
Residents of Githunguri area in Kiambu County have welcomed the government's intervention towards the completion of Githunguri Level 4 Hospital. The hospital had stalled for 3 years.
Niseme ile pesa tayari imepewanwa ni approximately $500 million, na niseme ya kwamba pia kuna vitu zingine ambazo nimeomba serikali iongeze kwa hii mradi, kwa sababu the design yenye imefanywa hapa haikuwa na kitchen, hatuna mortuary, loudly, ear and nose throat unit, kuna physiotherapy unit, occupational therapy, MRI, pia tunahitaji maji hapa, so pia tunahitaji borehole, oxygen plant, dialysis, vitu kama hizo. Kwa hivyo zitaongezwa.
Elsewhere, a section of street children in Nairobi led by humanitarian Mary Mwende are now calling on the government and any other well-wisher to reconnect them with their families. The children say they are ready to reform and be reintegrated back in the society.
Yani ukiona wakiiba, yani kuna wenye wako na watoto. Sasa hata wakiiba, yani ni venye yani walijaribu kuomba pesa. Najua okay, na sasa for example anaomba mtu pesa, anemtukana, yani ile maasira akitoa hivi simu na alipita nayo.
So when I saw it working, nikaona there is a big chance of bringing peace. Juu hao wanapokuwa wanaenda nyumbani, there is more peace in the streets. The crime inaenda chini and we are happy when they are reforming.
And a group of elders from Samburu community has reached out to communities in Isiolo for an apology over a raid that claimed 5 lives in Borat area.
Pole kwa yale imetendeka na kuendelea kutia bidii kutafuta mbinu ya kuleta amani katika jamii hizi. Tutafute amani kwa pamoja. Tutafute amani kwa bidii kiasi moja. Ni vema tukae pamoja, tuongeleshane na tutafute amani.
Finally, Kenya Chamber of Commerce and Industry Busia chapter now says the region has lagged behind in terms of development due to poor investment policies.
Niko too high na climate change imetu affect. Kuna watu wameshaenda wakakopa, wakapanda mbegu kuanzia Januari, Februari, yote imekufa. Hakuna kitu watapata na tayari wako na deni. Kama ni mbolea imeenda juu, hakuna mwananchi wa kawaida anaweza mudu hiyo maisha saizi.
Hakuna county iko na investment policy. Tumejaribu kusaidia county government nyingi kudevelop investors policy. Hakuna policy. Number 2, hakuna county imefanya kitu inaitwa feasibility studies ya projects zao za Vision 2030. Kama huja develop document yenye investor anakuja kuangalia iko hapa, imekuwa approved na NEMA, umepata shamba, imekuwa approved na all government stakeholders. Hakuna investor analeta pesa hapa sababu investor wanakopa pesa wote nje.
For Legends Edition, I am Brian Mwindi.
Well, Topi Liambila is right here. We are going to take a small break, but then Topi will come on the screen and take us through sports news and, of course, Deaf Olympics and Safari Sevens.
Yeah, of course, great news coming up. We have got just the Kenya Sevens tackling USA and the Deaf Olympics. I know very many people who didn't know like exactly whether there is Deaf Olympics or we've seen the Paralympics and so, but now Deaf Olympics is on. And of course, locally, we've got judo in camp. Stay tuned.
which family will be the main hardship to achieve happiness.
Well, I understand it, Mom, but I don't want to break up with Adrian.
Paulina will have to confront her own father. And Adrian will suffer due to his sister Julieta's obsession.
No! Not with her! No! Not with her! No!
Paulina is the woman I truly love!
No!
But regardless of jealousy and intrigue,
Karen, open the door, please!
they will fight for their love until the end.
The legendary run to Olympia Stadion in Berlin is now less crowded, with only 4 teams out of 64 still in contention. Something more outstanding is that all of the sides to have won the DFB Pokal over the last 29 years are already out this year.
And Leverkusen are knocked out by a Bundesliga 2 side.
In the first DFB Pokal semi-final, Hamburger SV will face Freiburg on Tuesday, the 19th of April 2022 at 9:45 p.m. While in the second semi-final, RB Leipzig will lock horns with Union Berlin on Wednesday, the 20th April 2022 at 9:45 p.m. Having braced the turbulent journey and buoyed up with the trophy in sight, no team want to go down without a fight. You don't want to miss this adventurous football show, live and exclusive on KBC Channel 1. KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner.
A true love in which family will be the main hardship to achieve happiness.
Well, I understand it, Mom, but I don't want to break up with Adrian.
Paulina will have to confront her own father. And Adrian will suffer due to his sister Julieta's obsession.
No! Not with her! No! Not with her! No!
Paulina is the woman I truly love!
No!
But regardless of jealousy and intrigue,
Karen, open the door, please!
they will fight for their love until the end.
Once again, it's a very good evening and welcome to the sports segment. Today we've got a bumper harvest for you, 11 stories in total. You will enjoy them, of course, as I said earlier. Kenya Sevens is the beginner tonight. A brace of tries by Kevin Wekesa and one from Bush Mwale ensured Kenya began well in the Vancouver Sevens leg of HSBC Sevens World Series, beating the United States by 1917 in their Pool A encounter. Antonio Lindy converted 2 of those tries to hand Kenya the narrow victory. Some of the action.
Outside, there's plenty of space, and Malachi Esdale will get the first score for the US in Canada. Getting on with it quickly is Hamwa. To the right they go. Edmund Anya. Now Daniel Tabu, who's got electric feet. He turns in the switch beautifully. Kevin Wekesa cuts against the great Kenya. Fire one end under the sticks.
Well, the USA were actually defending with 6 players. I think Perry Baker might be down.
Pained on this occasion. Kenya with numbers on the right-hand side. OU yet again. David in Dubai in 2015. Such an experienced player. Across they go again. Hamwa, and now a little bit of operation here. Wangila. Rafael Wangila. Debuted last week in Singapore. Kenya looking to close out this first off. Can they get try number 2? Anya. Tackle to the 22. The Africans reload. Tabu, good width. Bounce ball for Billy Odhiambo. Flicks it in superbly. Support is there again. Wekesa with a double. Kenya entertain the crowd in Canada. And Kevin Wekesa. Tabu.
Offside.
Another advantage here.
Number 1, you're offside.